We had to drop off our kids at the airport, and we decided to come to Valley Thrift number 2 to go shopping and see what we could find. We just dropped them off, and it's really early in the morning. So let's go in and fingers crossed. I believe I have this sectioned platter. I think someone gave it to me as a wedding present. I liked the look of this container. It's actually a coffee canister by Hearth and Hand, sold at Target, I believe. It originally sold for $19. I liked this stoneware casserole dish from Hearthside. It was made in Japan, and sadly there was no lid to be found. The shelves today were very empty. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing right after Christmas. It might be a good thing. I saw this Temptations maroon old world coffee cup. It did not have a lid, but I still considered it until I saw that the bottom was completely crazed on the inside and the outside. I also saw this Anthropologie mug. I think their mugs are actually really nice and substantial, but they don't sell very well. If you see something I missed that you think I should have picked up, please let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. There is no cost to you for subscribing, but it does help out my channel. I was hoping I'd find a frame for a cross-stitch piece I recently completed, but it's kind of an odd size, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to get one at Hobby Lobby. This was an adorable Fitz and Floyd golfer dog teapot. I love teapots and I love golfers. My husband's a golfer. It was adorable. This was beautiful. I'm so bummed I didn't see it. It looks like a Louis C. Tiffany wisteria flower stained glass panel. The original is at a museum in Florida and is thought to have been made in 1910. But even reproductions have been known to sell for close to $1,600. I think I would have bought this one if I'd seen it for my own home because it's so pretty and it's in my favorite colors. I think someone who has the initial E donated several of their items. The Anthropologie mug was also monogrammed with the letter E. This was darling. Again, I didn't see it. I did see this. It was very interesting to me. It was a ceramic tile with a print of a painting called Unsafe Footing by Don Mates. The original is part of a permanent collection at the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. I saw that it had some scratches on the surface and was debating whether they would be pardonable. I'm still on the fence whether I should have bought it or not, so if you think I should have purchased it, let me know in the comments below. My husband can be very droll. He pointed this out and said, "I'd say it's worth $1." I hope someone wasn't wearing these Mickey ears when this happened. Alas, no longer burger baskets. I saw this shark rope basket, which I thought was cute, but it was falling apart. At one point, I thought that it had handles on the sides, but I then realized that nope, both sides were coming apart. I probably could have fixed it, but I don't have time for another project. I think this was an iPad case, which I think I could have used. My grandson would have liked these years ago. He's extremely bright and he's always liked to build things. As is happening more and more frequently, I just didn't find things I wanted to bring home to purchase for my own home or for resale. I'm not going to stop hunting because it's just way too much fun, but unfortunately today was one of those days. I purchased this not knowing if it would work. It's Frosty the Snowman, and it sings and dances. When I was at the register, I noticed that some little person had drawn a snowman on the back of his head. My only hope was that it wasn't done in Sharpie marker. I'm hopeful that I can get it out and get it cleaned up. Fingers crossed. The first thing I'm going to reach for is an alcohol prep pad. I'm not sponsored by this company, and really any company's prep pads would work just fine. I just happen to always have alcohol wipes in my craft room. I'm going to start from the outside and work my way in. If you decide to try this, I recommend that you use quite a few of the pads. As soon as some of the marker has lifted, use a new one because you don't want to rub the ink right back on the surface again. The reason I'm using wipes is because you're not supposed to saturate the surface with too much alcohol. Is it working? It looks as though it's working. I hope it is. I'm going to let it dry, but it looks as though it's all cleaned up and good as new. I'm going to finish it up, let it dry, and then fluff up the pile just a little bit. But I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see, I sacrificed a few alcohol pads. In total, I think it was 9 or 10, but not bad. And the best part is that I didn't have to go to the extra step. If the alcohol hadn't have worked, then I would have had to have washed the head with warm soapy water to see if I could get the rest of it off. I'm very happy with the way that it cleaned up, most especially because I was concerned that if I were to have gotten the head wet, because it has a magnet on the top and it has this mechanism that makes it talk and then triggers his dancing, I didn't want to ruin any of that by getting it wet. Surprisingly, it came with a Ziploc baggie of batteries inside the pouch of his back. How nice were the people that donated this. I'm trying to clean the bottom. I'm not quite sure why I'm doing this, except that sometimes my OCD kicks in. So, last thing, I'm going to take the sticker off because I just don't want that sticker on there. And let me tell you that this dental cleaning tool is fabulous. I keep several of them around the house because they really do come in handy. Now, we have another Frosty the Snowman animated plush that we've had for years and years, I think since my own children were young. And my grandchildren love him. He doesn't sing and dance anymore because my grandchildren have played with him so much that they broke him, which is the main reason I purchased this one. Let's see how well he fares, but so far he's been a big hit with everyone, children and grown-ups alike. Hopefully my husband can work his magic and get the other one working as well. We all love them both.
Must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me.
Thanks so much for shopping with us. Let me know if you saw something that you would have picked up, and please like, subscribe, and share with your friends.
If you like the video you saw, click here.